What's going on, YouTube? Everybody out there. So, as you can tell by the title, I am having pretty bad issues with my internet. So, as of right now, it started on Tuesday, I think it was last week, where my upload speed plummeted to like a quarter of a megabyte upload, and my download speed basically cut in half. And my mom's here visiting, so originally I thought it was her doing something. And then I started troubleshooting with a buddy of mine, and he was like, "Bro, I don't think it's your mom." So I dealt with this for about 2 days, right? And finally I was like, you know what, I'm going to call Comcast. So I called Comcast, and of course I get the robot, does not compute. And it was like, we need to reset your system and your network. So they did it, even though I've done it 3 times over the last 3 days. And basically their technician, they ended up having me talk with a technician after waiting 30 minutes of their goddamn system, right? So the technician was like, let me send a message to your modem. Oh, we found the issue. I'm like, oh, well, what's the issue? He goes, oh, it's 100% your equipment. There is something seriously wrong with your equipment. I was like, oh no. So they set up an appointment the next morning for their technician to come out and check my equipment and to check and make sure we're not having any other issues along the line, right? Then they call me 3 minutes before the technician was supposed to show up and go, hey, technician found the problem. Do you want him to still come out? And I was like, wait a second. Your guy last night said there's a problem with my modem and router. How did that son of a bitch get in my apartment? So I told the robot voice lady thing that Comcast has. It's like, no, keep sending them. We need somebody to check it out. So tech shows up, and he's like, let me take a look at your box before we unhook any of the modem or the router or anything. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm down with that. So he checks my box, and he's like, ooh, yeah, about that. There's a serious problem, serious signal coming from the box downstairs, so I gotta check that. And I was like, okay, cool. The homie goes out, goes to that box, was out there for a hot minute. Comes in after like 45 minutes of chilling at that box. And he's like, hey, man. And he hands me this wire, right? The wire's been broken. So they accidentally broke the wire to my apartment when they were, I guess, installing one of the new move-ins, because I live in an apartment complex. So they were like, yeah, we kind of messed that up. That was our fault. We dropped the ball on that one. And I was like, okay, I understand that. And I was like, but everything else should be good now? And he goes, ooh, yeah, about that. I'm like, what do you mean about that? And he goes, we found a bigger issue. And he shows me this map on his little tablet thing. That's like, there is a wire somewhere in this area. So the entire apartment complex and across the street to the housing development over there, there's some wire somewhere around there that's causing feedback that's messing up all the connections, which has bogged down my internet, and now I have no upload speed. And he's like, yeah, our team, they should be out here sometime today because they're 2 towns over. And if they're not out there today, they'll be out there tomorrow to fix your equipment. And I'm like, shit, I wanted to play some games and chill and hang out with you folks. But it looks like that's going to have to wait. And we'll have to figure out what exactly Comcast plans to do. I'm just hoping that they have it completed and done by tomorrow. But a part of me doesn't think they will, because tomorrow is Sunday. But to think, it went from not having an upload speed and my live streams disconnecting to, everything. There's one wire and like the mile block that's throwing everything off. So until then, hopefully I'll catch you guys tomorrow evening. Correction, if this video is coming out on Sunday, so hopefully I'll catch you guys this evening, if not tomorrow. And I want you to remember that Comcast is a terrible corporation, considering they wanted to tell me that it was my equipment in my apartment, and then proceed to call me about 12 hours later to tell me that they fixed the problem and somehow broke into my apartment to fix the equipment, which they never did. They never did. They just wanted to pass the buck and be able to save $1 and tell me that that everything's fine. But like I said, just be careful. Stick to your guns, because there might be a bigger issue. And for some reason, he told me that nobody else in the area has found out that there was this issue until I complained about it. So just remember, sometimes if you see an issue, just bring it up. Be like, yo, this ain't right. And then when the big company's like, we're going to save $1, guess what? We found the fix. We fixed it. When you never saw them come out, have them still come out and check it. Because 100%, they're trying to cut corners and save money. But until then, hopefully I'll see you guys later on tonight. Y'all take it easy. Have a great day.